Not taking my medication. My voice is still funny, but I've got a cough candy going on, so pardon the clacking. I wanted to show you guys my Carnage bin. I really like Scylla's I-cord bind off. There's a nostril gone wrong. And hi kitty. I made an extra red spike accidentally, so that goes into the Carnage bin. And I attempted her I-cord bind off on the snout. I divided the stitches in half and gathered them. And I-cord bound off across, and it doesn't look so great. I hope my voice lasts. Can you see, or is Kitty on the way? Oh, he's not on screen. And this is the body. I tried to take a shortcut on the adding the belly, but with the added stitches, the body was bent like a cashew, and it didn't look right. I attempted to gather stitches and pull them snug, and gather across the top and pull those snug, and gather the side, so that this pooches out and it doesn't bend so far, which helped a bit, but it's I think these 2 rows are too many, and that row definitely is not right. So this is not going to be used on a dragon. It's going into the Carnage bin, and I'll show you what my Carnage bin does. I've sold several of my Carnage bin monsters, but I did I think it was a fish hat, and I was experimenting with fins, and I think that's the I think that might be dragon wings. I can't remember which dragon. I've done a few patterns of dragons. I love them, and I did that, and I was trying to improve on shark tail or mermaid tail blankets, and that was my idea, and I think those are possibly directly from the pattern. But there's me trying to fix rabbit ears from, I can't remember which pattern, but they went really wonky too. And anyway, those are a bunch of things that didn't quite work for other projects, and I threw them together in this one. He's going to experience his first sail come next winter. And here's another one. Those are bunny feet, and those are elephant arms. And here's a extra bunny snout I did. And I don't know if those are, if I just improvised those, I must have. And these little horns are from the giraffe in Scylla's book. And the eyes were, when I was experimenting, trying to get the 9-stitch eyes right. I think that's 13 stitches. And there's a pom-pom gone wrong before I was using my cutting board. Yeah. You wouldn't think pom-poms are something you need to get good at, but they do start off sparse. And the body is I think one of the first balls I made on my Addy King machine. So this one will be a first look at when I bring it to bazaars next year. And this guy got a lot of attention. I think those are from the owl from the knit-along. Was there a squirrel, an owl, and it was a long time ago, that knit-along. And this body was a banana gone wrong. And I don't remember where the snout came from, but I think these ears are from the panda I made them 1 row too short, so I made another ear 1 row too short to match and chucked it in the Carnage bin. And the ears became eye stems, I guess you'd call it. And there's another pom-pom gone wrong. I was frustrated by that time and just chucked it aside once I realized I trimmed too far on the sides. And I think that's from Humpty Bunny, these ones. And those are the fairy wings. A lot of these, the ones I'm mentioning, are still as patterns. I absolutely love them. So that's what I have right. Oh, I can show you my bag. I got them on Amazon. I figured they'd be good for my monsters. Biohazard. I can't remember how much I paid for them. I think it's amusing. The other thing I got on Amazon are these bubbles. A lot of my little creatures weren't getting any attention, and I put the ones that fit in these, and they started getting attention. The kids would come by and open them and examine the article in them, and then open the next one and the next one, and all the stuff that didn't sell the previous year got attention this year. So this is my Carnage bin. That's some of the stuff I've made recently that have gone slightly wrong. Bit of a mane, I guess, or a mustache, maybe a unibrow. And that can be a top knot or a bun. Maybe a tail. I don't think this is supposed to be in there. It's perfect. It's just not stuffed yet. It's a cauliflower. And eyebrows from a Coconut Cannon, Plants vs. Zombies. And they weren't curved enough. And this was my first attempt at a head for this guy. I think the only... Actually, I don't think any of him is Carnage bin. I just wanted to explore Scylla's bunny feet, the toes, how the toes are assembled, and how to adjust for other things. And I designed the I call them pincers. My belly went wrong. This was my first attempt at a belly. My decreasing went wonky. But I just added another bit, and it kind of became a snout with fangs, but that didn't look right, so I made a bunny snout. And the eyes are actually bunny snout extended with a bulb. So the bunny snout I did here is also here. That's bunny snout with the big bulbous. And the ears, I kind of improvised, but I used Scylla's technique of doing the ears. And this was supposed to be upright, but this was supposed to be neck. But by the time I got it done and looked at it, it kind of looked like a Christmas bulb. Had I realized that before I'd finished, I'd have made it a bit pointier, but it looks like a bulb. So anyway, that was my attempt at a head, and that was my attempt at a snout, and neither really appealed. So anyway, over the years, I've kind of built up. Oh, cool. I found a snowman. Maybe he'll sell. Maybe he won't fit. That was me trying to invent an arm. So I gotta figure out what I can do with this guy here. It's definitely not going to be a body in that way because that is just too. Maybe I was looking at it this way, maybe that could be kind of have eyes like this guy here. And I've got also the snout, the nostril. Of course, I've lost it. What's that? Not sure what that is. Maybe it can be eyebrows. I had a little pink nostril that was Okay, you'll just have to take my word for it. Oh, there it is. So I could put the nostril there, maybe. And the extra spike, maybe that can be a beak. Maybe. I already lost those eyebrows. I wonder if the bunny feet would be too big. Yeah, I think they'd be too big. I have to find something else for feet. Would that be too ridiculous? Would be, huh? So there's tons here I can dig through. What are these here? Oh, nostrils and ears. But the color is too much contrast with the color. I'm not sure where I'd put the ears to, so. I think my daughter made that butterfly. Maybe it could be wings. I was experimenting with shapes with this thing here just to see the rate of decreasing, rate of increasing, and see what shapes I get, because I can't predict those kinds of things very well. I think that's wings and scales, I'm not sure. Spines. And there's the head and limbs of the killer rabbit. I ran out of white before I could finish the body. And a noggin gone wrong. I don't know if that would make him too freaky, wouldn't it? Oh, here we go. Elephant arms. Scylla's elephant is one of my favorites, so I've got a lot of there's never a time where I'm knitting and pieces don't go wrong. That's the Carnage bin. There's some pink ones. What's this? Oh, that's when I was trying to figure out how I did the snout on the other bunny from years ago. Before I figured out that if I made Scylla's toes into was it toes? Oh, it must have been. I don't know. I can't remember anymore. I designed wings. Maybe I could put wings on this guy. Well, those don't look as good as the butterfly did, but the color matches, so maybe I'll go with that. Zombie arm. I wonder if there's another one in there. Here's a bunny snout. I love the bunny snouts. We'll see. And that's a body from the mouse, what do you call it, nativity set. I didn't realize that the weight, the yarn weight, was so much different than the other ones I made. And it turned out so much tinier. Oh, there's the doll hand. I think I accidentally made it too short. I don't know if there's a matching one. I usually tie them together if there's a matching one. There's me experimenting with shapes and what do you call those, cable. And learning how to do the I-cord that you don't have to attach, but you do your increase, or what do you call it? Cast on, and then I-cord up along your cast on. I have a video of that. But anyway, I can feel my voice really vanishing. I believe those are the wings from the dragon. Looks like I have spines in there. What is that there? Not sure what it is. Anyway, my voice is vanishing. That's probably a mane. I'm going to mess around with my Carnage bin and I'll show you guys later on what I find.